Yeah, Weege show coming to you from Washougal. Do not adjust your set, do not adjust your colors. Yamaha is going retro for the weekend. It is the 50th anniversary of the YZ line, which started with the 1974 YZ250. So the bikes are gonna look like this. Of all the generations, of all the years, they could have done a yellow bike. Well, they did a white bike, but they did this is supposed to be 1993. Now, to me, the 93 had a little more orange in it. How would I know? Well, it's because I had Damon Bradshaw's pictures from 1993 in my high school locker. Kind of a sad year if you're a Damon Bradshaw fan, because that was the year he was supposed to dominate, but instead this Jeremy McGrath guy came along. But I still love Damon, and I still had the photos in the locker. The bike had some more orange on it, in my opinion, but you cannot argue that they really swung for the fences to look retro with this look. Here's Brock Glover doing some media. That's the Eli Tomac display bike. And then here's this guy doing an interview with these guys. That's Bradshaw, and that's Dubach right there. And he wanted me to be part of this, but I'm not helping Steve. I mean, he's only dragging me down. You can look for an interview we did with Damon about the retro look and the 50th anniversary on our first look show right here on the Racer X YouTube channel. What's happening? Better than dealing with Phil. So all the bikes this weekend, look at that, look at that. That's a good look, Duff. Good.
I like it.
You do. I mean, I heard about it. I didn't see it this morning, and I'm like, it's pretty shocking. Yeah. Like, it definitely looks different.
Why would you go halfway?
This reminds me of when we were at MotoGP in Austin. Yeah. So the same crew that I was hanging out with walking along the side of the track, cutting fences, be able to see. Press day riding has begun. In a moment, I'll go backwards in time and give you some of the interviews I got during the actual media session in the tent. But I do want to remind you, this is all brought to you by Honda, and the CRF 250R and CRF 450R makes winning look easy. And that's true, especially if you're Jett Lawrence, who's undefeated this year. And even if you're not, the second best guy in the 450 class is also a Honda rider, and he would like to be the best one today. And I think that's the real anticipation as you watch Levi Kitchen come through. And the rest of the field, there's Deegan on the retro livery. There's a two-stroke, Carson Brown. Anyway, the great anticipation I feel going into Millville was the 250 class because Josh Hill, ouch. The great anticipation of Millville was the 250 class because of the bad luck of Hunter Lawrence. He had lost the points lead, and we had 5 riders suddenly that all thought they could win the title. Hunter's back in the points lead, and he could have, should have, would have went 1-1 last week. So I think the drama now has shifted back to the 450 class. Chase Sexton is clearly getting faster. There he goes, and he's very good on this track. So much so of Washougal, I think it's going to come down to the start. It's so hard to make passes in these tight S-turns and things like that. So it will be interesting to see. Yeah, what's up? Oh yeah, Weege show.
Washougal!
Yeah. If Sexton gets out front of Jett, it's on. If Jett gets out front of Sexton, it might not be. And again, as I just put the disclaimer every week, we're not rooting against Jett Lawrence, Hunter Lawrence. Everybody just wants to see a battle. And may the best man win. And we'll see how it turns out on Saturday, with Sexton definitely trending upwards. And I did talk to him earlier in the press conference to hear his thoughts on the weekend and his building process. All right, I'm going to try to do this. It's going to be loud in here. Carson Mumford, you're back.
Yep.
You stoked? I mean, you needed.
Yeah.
You didn't need time. You would have kept racing.
Yep.
It wasn't that bad at Colorado.
No, it looked bad. And
Yeah.
I definitely hit my head hard and wanted to take that day off, just considering like there's long ruts there. And if you're not sharp, you've seen a lot of champions lose it there. So
Yes.
I wasn't super keen on racing that day, and I just wanted to see how I felt. And then as the week went on, I was like, okay, I can race High Point. Then they had some riders coming back and stuff, so I sat out for a little while, and yeah, just taking advantage of the opportunity. It's seems like it just keeps adding time, right? Like,
Do you know if you're week to week or on for the rest?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
Yeah, I didn't know I was racing until Monday. Got the call Monday night. I said, do you want to race? Yep. But yeah, I mean, just trying to run with it as long as I can. I think anyone would.
Yes.
Basically turned a Supercross only contract. It's like only 5 races I did in Supercross, and I turned that into still riding in outdoors, so it's cool.
Dream job is what you keep saying,
Yep.
right? Dream job. That's what it is on the Insta. All right, Carson is back. Mumford's back. What is going on here? Colt Nichols is back? It's on the Rick Ware Racing machine?
Yeah, sponsored by Swap Moto Live this weekend. This is
Swap Moto doing it. Oh, look at that. Okay.
This is Don's SR edition Cowie. So,
Legitimately.
Yeah. So we showed up. We've been running it and rode it twice last week, and gonna go try and race.
Wow. Because you're just out in Cali, so you just went for it.
Yeah.
And how did you get up here? Did you drive up?
No, actually, the mechanic drove up.
Okay.
And he sacrificed a lot. He was like, you know what, dude, it's fine. I rented a race van for $500, and we drove up here.
Oh, there was a payment though for this rental.
Yes. Now it hasn't been done yet, but it needs to get done.
Okay.
So yeah, I got to pay A-Ray for letting us use the van. He drove it up, I flew, and then yeah, we've been putting graphics on all morning trying to piece this thing together. So,
wow. How much motocross have you been doing?
I've done 235s, period.
Okay.
So not much.
Not much.
But we've been riding. I've been riding, so I can't say I haven't been riding. I have. We've been at all the local, Cali tracks trying to get it moving. So we got lucky. Like, this suspension's a lot better than what I have been running. I've just been running stock stuff. And then the suspension
because the SR is that much better?
Yeah, it's just better than what I had, which was stock. Okay. So I'm like, okay, this'll do. So we're piecing it together, man. It's been one thing at a time, but I've never done a 450 race before, so I just wanted to come up, race, see how this would go, and try and get some points.
Yeah, are you thinking SMX points? Is that the idea here?
Yeah, that was the whole idea. Yeah, I mean, I did want to race, period. There's a big break with the WSX, but it's mainly for the points. We need the points, so we're going to try and do that, see if we can make the SMX thing work if we can. So
yeah, it's free money if you get in, basically.
We'll see. We're going to try,
And then if you get into that, you got to source a bike again?
Yeah, that's the plan. Try and figure out how we're going to go there. So one thing at a time, though. One thing at a time.
Okay, A-Ray and Swap Moto Live program.
Pretty much.
Somebody help this guy. Good luck.
Thank you.
Colt Nichols back, and it'll be his first 450 race now. I mentioned the two strokes. Looks like Jerry Robbins got one. Carson Brown, you knew would do it because that's what he does here. He's inside. We'll talk to him inside the tent. And the two-stroke race is going to be cool. The idea is the best finishing two-stroke gets the money, and it's 250s in the 450 class, and looks like every rider is taken up, so I'll get you more interviews in just a moment. I mean, we already talked to you about last week, but you do like this track, and again, that recovery, are you feeling better every week?
Yeah, I think last week was the first week I felt like I was able to show some intensity, and unfortunately I went down, which forced me to kind of like ride that way, which maybe that was the kick in the butt I needed. So for this race, this is kind of the kickstart to the 4 races that I really enjoy. I think I love Redbud, but I never seem to ride that great there for some reason. And then Southwick's definitely not my favorite, and Millville's in between. So these last 4 tracks I really enjoy, and this is kind of the kickstart to those. So hopefully we can get something going and break my streak at least of second places. I'm kind of, like I said last week, tired of getting second. So yeah, we'll see this weekend.
But I've tried to remind people, you were in the same spot last year. Eli had won like 8 in a row coming in here, and let me be honest, most people I think thought once Eli gets to jump on everybody, no one comes back. But you actually did starting here. You have to remember that, right?
Yeah, like I said, those like 4 middle races, I don't know what it is. They're not my favorite tracks. And then Eli obviously excelled on them. So yeah, this was kind of the kickstart, like I said, last year, and hopefully we can do something like that this year. Obviously not in a championship hunt, but I want to win races, and I don't like getting second every race. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, like I said, a good race and just having some fun. This track's a lot different than normal tracks we have. So I think growing up on hard packed tracks, and I race a lot of stadium races with the shadows being not very good, or at least the lighting in general. So yeah, it's kind of trained me for this one race in particular. So hopefully we can show that tomorrow.
And even though you were frustrated because you fell last week, do you also get confidence from it that you were riding well before the crashes?
Definitely. I think, last week I very much had the mindset where I'm either going to win or I'm going to try winning and maybe go down. So
you did both.
I did both.
You went for it. Yeah.
I went for it. I mean, I was tired of getting second last weekend, so I'm like, I'm just going to go for it. Even in the first moto when I fell, I'm like, well, there's only one way we can go, and that's the front. So I was, that was kind of my mindset. But I think now having a little bit of confidence in my riding, at least I felt like I was better last weekend. So now I have a little bit of that confidence to build off of, and hopefully can just ride a little bit more solid this weekend, but also have mixed in some of that speed, and we'll be good.
Okay. No, you're making your debut. You're making your debut. Base flute. Yeah, that's right. What made you decide to do that?
Just hometown track. We got time right before Loretta's, so I'm gonna make it happen.
Okay. And I'm sure as far as the prep and training, I'm sure you're doing 30-minute motos anyway.
Yeah, and we've been training for long motos.
Right. Any expectations, or just one of these learning deals?
Just get it under my belt and have fun. Learn as much as I can.
Because Loretta's is the big goal right now. Okay.
Loretta's.
All right, that's Preston Base Flute. So Levi Kitchen, it is the home race. I'm sure you've been asked about that a time or two. But do I remember years ago you saying it's not necessarily your best track? Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like deep ruts.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we'll do, but I grew up racing here, so you know, I know some cheater lines that I'll probably bust out. I don't know.
But this isn't a New England guy at Southwick, like you gain 20% by being here type thing, right?
No. Hopefully I'm just good. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully I don't lose anything here. I don't know. We'll see.
What about the crowd though?
Oh, the crowd's going to be fired up. So, yeah, my uncle, aunts, cousins, they'll be on the track cheering. So.
Yep. Yeah. And mom and dad, I talked to mom and dad.
Yeah, but they'll just be in the back. They won't do nothing.
Oh, they don't go nuts on the fence?
No, not at all.
They're chill?
Yeah.
Oh. You rocked up in the truck today. It was a nice look.
Yeah, that was my dad's idea. He likes his trucks, so.
Okay. Because I was like, why would Levi have a truck? He's probably never even here. That's your dad's truck.
That's my dad's.
Okay. Seriously, how often are you back home in a given year now?
Once or twice a year.
Makes sense. Yep. You came back here, what, Wednesday or something? This week?
Flew in Wednesday night, yeah.
Yeah. So even that's not much.
No.
All right, just the old knowledge you still have. That'll help. I feel like I've talked to you every week. We're good. We're good. My gosh. You're good. Let me get the spotlight on people. Good luck, Time Masterful. You're somewhat responsible for this whole two-stroke thing. You realize this? Have you thought about this? You're on a two-stroke, then everybody's on a two-stroke now.
Hey, I'm stoked.
Yes.
Bunch of two-strokes, going up Horsepower Hill. Fans are gonna be stoked. I'm stoked.
Do I see you like going to pro circuit and stuff and like working on the motorcycle? Is that what's been going on?
You know, yeah, Mitch, he got that thing together. We've got Roxon's pipe on it, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, he worked that thing over. Claire and I flew down to California to do some other stuff, and then we took it apart, threw it in the rental car, brought back up here to Washington, and yeah, we're making it happen.
Carson Brown, do you have any idea who else is even racing two-strokes?
You know, Jerry Robin, Kevin Moran, I think Jeremy Hand, Stank Dog, of course. There's gonna be a lot of dudes.
Lesher probably.
Yeah, Lesher,
two-stroke guy, yeah. Berkeen, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a whole crew of fast dudes on them, so it's
no
gonna be
gimme.
fun. Yeah, no. And yeah, racing those things against 450s, no matter what, we're gonna be battling the whole time, whether it's with a two-stroke or not. So it's not gonna be any easy task.
And the fans, though, you got to experience it. You did this last year. Fans go nuts for it.
Yeah, it's for whatever reason. Well, we all know the reason.
Yes.
Two-strokes. Everybody loves two-strokes.
Right.
And then it's a hometown track, so that combined, fans are going crazy, and you know, multiple two-strokes out there, it's gonna go insane.
Dude, Seth Hatmaker, we talked after qualifying at Millville, things were looking good. Then it was not looking good.
Yeah.
Not one of those days.
10 seconds out of the gate, I was on the ground, I was like, so then broke my gas cap, so I had to pull to the mechanics area.
Yeah.
And then, so I was like, all right, what it is, come back to the second one. The second one actually got a third place start, and then I just made a mistake on my own. Went down the third corner.
Oh, geez.
Was dead last, and I'm like, ate a lot of roosts, and it was just one of those days, you know.
Yes.
The riding was good and everything, but it was just, I don't know, what are you going to do? I just kind of took the positives and on to this weekend.
So you're healthy, nothing hurt, anything like
just
that?
a little bit sore after the first turn pile up, but I was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speed is there.
It's there.
We know that.
Keep it up.
Third in qualifying. I want to get Jed Beaton here if I can. All right, there's Jed Beaton. So, Jed, where did this come from? You were in California already? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, so I was in Cali already. Come over to just do a bit of riding. We have 7-week break, and then yeah, I mean, riding at Kihio on Wednesday, and then yeah, the guys that I was riding with made the call to Lars, see if it could all happen, and then Lars has been awesome since I've been here, and trying to organise this and make it happen really fast. Something that I never really expected, and then yeah, it's been very welcoming. So yeah, stoked on it.
Okay, you did MXGP for a while, right? But have you ever raced a national in America?
No, I've never been here, so like this is my first time.
America at all?
Yeah, never.
No way.
Yeah, so first time.
That's exciting. What's up? You want a photo? Let's do it. Right on. Yep, have a good weekend. I just wanted to get Horsepower Hill on the two-stroke, and that's how it's been better. Yeah, guys. Woo! I just want to get to the whoops. Yeah, everybody. Do I need all these people to sign a release? Am I going to blur some faces? Yeah, Washougal, baby. Am I going to have to blur some photos? Oh! Yes. Fence? A lot of people here for a Friday. We did, of course, amateur day, but all the tracks have that. But got quite an atmosphere of this race today. I'm just trying to get to the whoops, because if you're going to get a two-stroke up Horsepower Hill, you also want to get a two-stroke across the famous finish line whoops at Washougal. That's the first time he's ridden that bike. First time he's ridden that two-stroke was right here. It's about the third lap, and he's working those whoops. So, if you see him struggling there, just keep that in mind. With the manual.
Base food, skipping through wheel.
All right, that's our show. Just want to show you a few parts of the track, the Horsepower Hill, the whoops, and how beautiful Washougal is. I don't think I need to analyze this track. Everybody knows it's a little bit slippery. I think that's fine. Not every motocross track in the world has perfect traction. Why should the ones that we're using to decide who the best motocross rider is and determine a champion? There are challenges in racing. That's what makes it hard. We'll see what turns out tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Yeah, fired up.
Let's go, man.
Fired up, baby. They love Washougal here at Washougal. So poetic.